Hi everyone. Did you know that there are multiple types of US visas that allow your spouse to apply for work authorization so that they can work in the United States? In this video, I'm going to go over 6 different types of visas that allow your spouse to apply for work authorization so that they can work in the United States. So make sure to stick around. Hi everyone. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Michael Ashoori and I'm a US immigration lawyer based in Los Angeles, California. At my law firm, we regularly post videos to make sure that you're informed and up to date with what's going on in US immigration. So if you haven't yet subscribed to our YouTube channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button now. Also, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up so that YouTube knows to share this information with more people. So as I mentioned earlier in this video, we're going to be talking about 6 different visas which allow your spouse to apply for work authorization so that they can work in the United States. So for those of you that don't know, for many different types of non-immigrant visas, there is also a corresponding visa for your spouse. In many cases, your spouse, meaning your husband or your wife, can apply for their own visa based on your visa. When your spouse qualifies for a visa and obtains a visa based on their spousal relationship to you, they are referred to as your derivative beneficiary. So now that we have this general understanding of how spousal visas work in the United States, I want to get into 6 different visas that allow your spouse to work in the United States. So let's get started. So the first visa that I want to talk about is the E2 visa. The E2 visa is a non-immigrant investor visa. Basically, this visa is available for citizens of certain countries, and it lets somebody come to the United States, start a business or invest in an existing business, and based on making that investment, the E2 visa allows that person to live in the United States and run their business. Well, the spouse of an E2 visa holder can also qualify for an E2 visa. And the spouse of the E2 visa holder can also apply for work authorization. The second visa that I want to talk about is the E1 visa. The E1 visa is very similar to the E2 visa. As we mentioned earlier, the E2 visa is for people that are going to be investing in the United States. Well, the E1 visa is for certain people that are going to be engaging in substantial trade in the United States. Similar to the E2 visa, the E1 visa is only available to citizens of certain countries. Well, if somebody gets approved for an E1 visa, or if somebody applies for an E1 visa, their spouse can also qualify for an E1 visa. And with their approved E1 visa, the spouse can apply for work authorization to work in the United States. The third visa that I want to talk to you about is the L1 visa, also referred to as the intra-company transferee visa. The way the L1 visa works is that it allows a foreign company to transfer certain workers to work for a related company in the United States. The foreign worker must work as either a manager, an executive, or a specialized knowledge worker. Well, the spouse of an L1 visa holder can apply for an L2 visa. And with their approved L2 visa, the spouse of the L1 visa holder can apply for work authorization to work in the United States. The fourth visa that I want to discuss is the H1B Visa. And it basically allows a foreign worker to come to the United States to work in a specialty occupation for a US employer. Again, the H1B worker must be petitioned by the US company to work in a specialty occupation. Well, in some cases, the spouse of an H1B visa holder can apply for work authorization. So let me back up a little bit. The spouse of an H1B visa holder can apply for an H4 visa. The derivative beneficiary visa that's given to the spouse of an H1B visa holder is called the H4 visa. And in some cases, an H-4 visa holder can apply for work authorization. In order for the H-4 visa holder to apply for work authorization, their spouse, the H-1B visa holder, must have an approved I-140. There's also another limited exception that allows for the spouse of an H-1B visa holder to apply for work authorization as well. If you have questions about that, feel free to email me directly. The fifth visa that I want to talk to you about is the J-1 visa. The J-1 visa is a non-immigrant visa which allows somebody to come to the United States as an exchange visitor. Well, in some cases, the spouse of a J-1 visa holder is eligible to apply for a J-2 visa. And in some cases, the J-2 visa holder can apply for work authorization to work in the United States. And last but not least, the sixth visa that I want to talk to you about is the E3 visa. The E3 visa is just for citizens of Australia, and it's very similar to the H1B visa. It's for an Australian citizen to come to the United States to work in a specialty occupation. Again, similar to the H1B visa, the E3 visa requires that the US company petition for the E3 visa beneficiary. Now, the spouse of an E3 visa holder can also apply for an E3 visa. And with their approved E3 visa, the spouse of the E3 visa holder can apply for work authorization to work in the United States. So there you have it. We covered 6 different visas that allow your spouse to work in the United States. We discussed the E2 investor visa, the E1 visa for people that are engaging in substantial trade, the treaty trader visa. We talked about the L1 visa for intracompany transferees. We talked about the H1B visa. We talked about the J1 visa for exchange visitors. And we also talked about the E3 visa. I hope you guys found this video extremely helpful. If you know anybody that could benefit from this information, feel free to share this video with them. At our law firm, we're all about empowering you with knowledge. So the more people that can see this video that can benefit from this information, the better. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. Again, if you haven't yet done so, make sure to subscribe to our channel. As always, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next video.